Hello learners, today we are going to solve this problem on pentagonal prism. Figure shows elevation of a pentagonal prism of side of base 50 mm and height of axis 110 mm, which is resting on HP with a side of base perpendicular to VP. It has square hole in it. The edges of square hole are equally inclined to HP. Draw its projections and develop lateral surface of the prism. Now here the front view of the prism is given, and from the front view we can easily come to know that one base edge of the prism is perpendicular to vertical plane. So first we have to draw its top view, and from that we have to draw the given front view. So let us draw its top view with one base edge perpendicular to VP. Now, in the problem statement, it is mentioned that this square hole has a side of 55. So, with the side of the hole equal to 55 mm and with the edges of the square hole equally inclined to HP, I have reproduced given front view as it is. So, first this top view is drawn with one base edge perpendicular to VP, and from that this front view is drawn was with given dimensions. The height of the center of this hole is 55 from HP, and side of the square hole is 55. So square hole of side 55 and height of the center of the hole from 55 from HP is drawn, and this way we have reproduced this front view. Now let us name the edges of the prism. So this way we have named the points in top view and in front view. So I can call this as edge 1 1, this as 2 2 and 5 5 and so on. Okay. Now from this we have to now start developing the lateral surface of this prism. So for this purpose we have to first draw two parallel lines. At a certain arbitrary distance from this edge we start developing the surface. So this is the first edge of development. Now to get this cut surface as one continuous piece of removed surface, I am going to develop this surface from 1. So I am starting from 1, which is this edge, and from this edge onwards I am going to mark all the 5 edges by taking distance equal to base edge in compass for marking. Now consider common points to the cutting plane. Now here this square hole can be assumed as a combination of number of cutting planes. You can see this is one cutting plane, this is second cutting plane, this is third cutting plane, and this is the fourth cutting plane. So like this, up till now we have seen only one cutting plane for which is cutting the particular solid, but in this case these surfaces of this square hole can be treated as 4 different cutting planes. Accordingly, we can consider the points which are common to the edges of the prism and cutting plane. Now here we can see here this edge is cut. Edge 3, 4 are cut at these 2 points. Similarly here edge 2 and 5 are cut here. But if you observe these points, this point, this point and this point, they are not appearing on any regular edge. In such a case, we have to consider some extra edges, extra imaginary edges for getting this particular cut surface on the development in a proper way. We need to consider those extra edges. So these green colored lines are those extra edges we are considering. So name them in top view by drawing projectors. So there will be two such extra edges, one edge between the edges 1 5 and other edge between edges 1 2. So let us name them as say 6 and 7. Similarly, if you get these two edges in top view, here also we find that there is one extra edge between 2 3 and another extra edge between 4 and 5. So let us say this is edge 8 and this is edge 9. So this way we have considered required extra edges on the surface so that we get this cut surface properly on the development. Now we have to first obtain all these extra edges on the development. Now here we see this distance in top view indicates true distance because the base of the prism is lying on HP. That's why 1 to 2 or even 1 to 7 is indicating true distance. That's why we can take distance 1, 7 in compass and mark edge 7 on the development from 1 towards 2. I again repeat, take distance 1, 7 in compass and mark from 1 towards 2. So from 1 towards 2, take this much distance in compass. So this is extra edge 7. Likewise, 2 to 3, take distance to 8 in compass. So 2 to 3, this much distance from 2 to 3, this is extra edge 8. Similarly, remember, extra edges we have considered only to get those points on the development in a proper and continuous way. That's why all these extra edges are to be shown by thin lines. Only regular edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, these regular edges are to be shown by thick lines. Remaining all extra edges considered are to be shown by thin lines. Now let us name the points which are common to the cutting planes and the edges. So we have considered these common points on the edges and the cutting planes. Now to get those on the development, we have to draw all parallel lines. So this way I have drawn all the parallel lines, or we can say all the parallel projectors through all these common points. Now we have to mark all these common points on the respective edges, maybe regular edges or extra edges. So accordingly we are now going to mark points on the developed surface. So I start from A. A is on which edge? You can see it is on 6 and 7. So wherever this intersects 6 and 7, so see here is 7. So this is A, and again on 7. So we can see 7 we have marked. Now on 6. Then say point B. B is on 2 and 5. They are B is on regular edges 2 and 5. So wherever this intersects 2, this is B, and again on 5. So these are 2 points, say B1 and B2. Then C on edges 8 and 9. So on 8, say C1, and on 9, C2. D on 3, 4. So here is 3, D1, and on 4, D2. Similarly, E on again on 3, 4. E1 and E2. And you can see if we had not considered those extra edges, then we could not have got those points like C2 F2 or C1 F1 or even A and A on this side. So to get those points on the development, we need to consider extra edges in such a case. So in all the problems on development, you have to always remember, if any point which is a key point, but if it is not appearing on the regular edge, we have to always consider extra edge, maybe imaginary. Now next we have to join all these points by appropriate line. Now prism is a plane surface, and when your plane surface is cut by another plane surface, definitely the line of intersection is going to be a straight line. So join all these points in sequence and by straight lines. So this is the portion which gets removed. You can see this shape is getting removed because of this square hole. Now rest of the part is to be retained. So in this case we have to keep this remaining all part by thick lines. Again in this case, excluding those extra edges, 1, 2, 3 and 4, excluding those extra edges, the retained part of the regular edges is also to be kept thick. So I have just made these regular edges thick. I am not going to make those extra edges thick. They are to be kept thin only. So this way we have obtained development of this cut pentagonal prism. Last part is to just give dimensioning. Thank you.
This is solution of the given problem, which is drawn to the scale by using instruments. So you can use the procedure which I have just explained and check your solution with this given solution.